Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Cancer. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. All right, so we have the Four of Swords, okay? They're also showing up as the Ten of Swords, okay? You may meet this person during a time of their healing, all right? We'll see. They're viewing you as the Queen of Wands, so fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Also very sexy, very successful, powerful energy. And we see the relationship, the Empress energy. Ooh. So this could be a divine counterpart connection here, Cancer. There's Taurus and Libran energy present. And we see the Three of Cups. So this may be somebody who's around you. So this could be somebody who's a friend. It could be a coworker, somebody in your community, somebody you meet out and about. There could be some sort of Vegas connection here. I don't know if somebody lives in Vegas, you meet them in Vegas, likes to go to Vegas. All right, but with the Four of Swords, I love this for you, Cancer, because I do feel like this person is going to feel like a rock, an anchor, somebody who really calms your nervous system. Now, this is somebody who's experienced hardship and loss. It doesn't have to be just a breakup or a divorce, but it could be the loss of a loved one. But I still feel like because of everything they've been through, Cancer, this is what makes you feel safe to lean into them because they're not dysregulated, okay? So I'm getting like real strong anchor, real strong rock type energy. Somebody who is stable. And again, like I said, somebody who's very calming for your nervous system. You may meet this person at a time when they're in chill mode. They may be casually dating or checking out options available to them. All right, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, to me, that's confirmation. Okay, that maybe this person, is talking to other people. Maybe they are on the dating apps. But I feel like there's nothing or there's no one here that's really, really called their attention. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, this person may lack a little bit of confidence, okay, when it comes to you, Cancer. I think you'll probably feel surprised to learn that. Because I don't think they're going to let you in on that until later, but they're seeing you as the Queen of Wands. So very sexy, very passionate, very successful, on top of your game, looking good, feeling good. And again, they might worry that they don't have enough to offer you, because I'm not really reading this Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords energy as somebody who's a player. I'm reading it more as like they have a little bit of a lack of confidence that maybe you're out of their league. But this person is definitely going to go for it. This is somebody who's going to put in the effort. This might be somebody who kind of starts off as a friendship first, is what I'm seeing with that Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We also see fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is somebody who's hardworking, somebody who's stable, somebody who's wise. This is not somebody who, again, they might be checking out other options. They might be talking to people. They might be going on dates. But this is somebody who does not invest easily. Okay, because of what they've been through. And I'm not getting that they have distrust or they have a lot of unhealed wounds, but I just feel like this person is cautious. And we see the Ten of Swords. Look at that. You two are mirroring each other. Now you both could be, widows or widowers. I'm also seeing that you both have had have experienced loss and hardship. And I'm not getting a misery loves company vibe here, Cancer. I'm getting an empathy vibe. I'm getting a, yeah, I've been through a lot too, right? And you two kind of connect and possibly even help each other heal, but really hold space for each other here in this connection, because you can empathize with one another. All right, what else do my Cancers need to know about this person? All right, a leader. Yeah. I'm getting this from their energy, to be honest. This person is comfortable taking charge and exhibits confidence in their decisions. They may be in a management role. They might have their own business. This is just somebody who has done very well for themselves here. Okay. We also see they could be a Capricorn, or they just have Capricorn vibes, right? Their work and stability are high priority. They can be relied upon to get things done. So remember when I said early on that this feels like this person's going to be a real rock, somebody who's going to provide stability. I definitely see that here. This is somebody that you're going to be able to depend on. Yeah, we see short term. Your relationship with this person is not meant to last. They may enjoy being free. Your personal styles may not be complementary. So some of my Cancers, maybe you have had an ending with this person. There may have been a stop and a start here, but that's not for all of you. And what I'm reading here is the Knight of Wands in reverse in this short term energy. It's showing up in their energy. This person might feel, Cancer, that this isn't going to last for one reason or another. They might be worried that you're going to get bored of them. All right. They might feel like, oh, I can't give Cancer what Cancer truly deserves because you're showing up as this Queen of Wands. Okay. Some of my Cancers, you might make more money than this person. But I feel like this person really does fill in your gaps. And vice versa. So I feel like this short-term energy, although it could be the case for some of my Cancers, more so I feel like this is this person's fears, worries, or their concerns. All right. And we see Aries energy. So there's this like very strong masculine energy coming from this person. But remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific. So masculine energy doesn't mean that they're a man or they identify that way or they're manly or, masculine in the way they look necessarily. But it's like they exhibit strength, resilience, they're a risk taker, they have a carefree, youthful personality, they're decisive, they do know what they want. And this is somebody that when they know what they want, they are going to go for it, even if they're not sure how it's going to work out, even if they're not sure if you're out of their league or not, Cancer. So we see the Ten of Swords. This person may have been married and divorced in the past, but I'm actually picking up on something a little bit deeper, Cancer. I'm picking up on this person having experienced, I don't know if it's trauma or heartbreak or loss, and for some of you, this was at a very young age for them. All right, let's see what we need to know. This person could be in their 50s. Now, remember, these really specific messages, Cancer, are not going to resonate with all of you, and that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading, but it will be confirmation for some of you. Okay. We see this person may speak multiple languages. Okay. And they're nonconformist. So this is somebody who, they do things their way. I'm hearing Frank Sinatra, My Way. Somebody that might be somebody's favorite song, or maybe you're listening to it now. But I like this nonconformist energy because this is somebody who really does march to the beat of their own drum. And I do feel like that's part of why they've been successful in life. All right. What else do we need to know about this person? What else do my Cancers need to know about this person? Okay, courtship, yeah. So again, I kind of feel like this person has been dating, talking to other people. They check out who's online from time to time. But I also feel like they haven't been that focused because they haven't met anybody that's really interesting or they feel is really compatible with them. All right. We see some of you, this person, doesn't have any children. Some of you, I'm also getting this person may have had a difficult childhood, not for all of you. And for others of you, if they do have a child, they may be at a distance from that child. Okay, so they may be estranged, or I'm not really getting estranged, but possibly living in a different, city, state, or country than their child. Okay, but that's not for all of you. That's a really specific message. And we see concern. This person may have a tendency to act a little bit unbothered. And what I'm getting here is I'm picking up on this Four of Swords energy. This is somebody who's calm in the face of danger. This is somebody who's calm in the face of drama, upheaval, because I get that they've experienced a lot of that and maybe at a really young age. So, this is not somebody who's going to lose their shit when there's, some sort of drama or conflict. And I do feel like that's, again, Cancers, you're going to feel very protected. You're going to feel very grounded. You're going to feel very safe with this person. Okay. Let's see. What else do my Cancers need to know about this person? What else do my Cancers need to know about this person? All right, they have a pet, okay, or they like animals. They spend their money quickly, okay, so they do have some money to spend. Some of you, they may even do gambling and the investments and things like that. They're physically active, so they do like to work out. Some of you could go to the gym together or meet at the gym. And they wear more than 2 rings frequently. So to me, this can be somebody here who has been married in the past, okay? But also it could just be somebody here who likes to wear jewelry. All right, they're viewing you as the Queen of Wands. Sexy, powerful, passionate, on top of your game, strong. A master manifester here, like getting what you want. They may feel, Cancer, that you could probably choose whomever you want. Again, this person may be a little bit insecure, but they're not going to show it, okay? I feel like it's going to come out in a conversation once you two are together, right? Like, I didn't think you liked me, or I thought you were out of my league. Okay, we see the 8 of Swords in reverse. This person may feel like at times, Cancer, you might avoid this person. You know, and Cancers tend to do that. You know, Cancers don't always move in a straight line. Think of that crab kind of going side to side to get to their destination. So you may be attracted to this person, interested in this person, but you may also be at the same time a little bit avoidant. This person may also, if they are like a friend or there's somebody who knows you, they may also be meeting you or coming towards you right after you're coming out of some sort of situation, a karmic situation. It could be a living situation, a work situation. It can be another relationship. But they know that you weren't happy in that situation. All right, the 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this person knows that you've experienced heartbreak and loss. They may see that you're a little bit uneasy. Again, that could just be nerves if you're really attracted to this person. Like you may be a little bit uneasy around this person. But I'm kind of getting like it's not because they don't create a sense of trust and stability, but more so because you might have strong feelings for this person. You might be really attracted to this person. But this person also might realize, Cancer, that you are still doing some healing at the time when you meet them. How you're going to be feeling, the Page of Pentacles. You are definitely, Cancer, going to want to invest in this person or in this situation. All right, let's keep going. What else do they really admire about my Cancers? Okay, so they see you as the prostitute archetype. Now, don't be put off by the title here, but it accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So they see you as a survivor. They see you as somebody who's very grounded in yourself. You have a strong sense of self here. All right, beautiful. And we see dilettante. So you delight in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So they see you as anything but superficial, Cancer. They also like your interests, the things that you like, the movies you watch, the TV shows, the music you listen to, the books you read. Okay, they find they find that they're interested in your hobbies is what I want to say, and they find you to be very well-rounded, but anything but superficial. All right, and anything but superficial. Now we see the relationship being defined by the Empress card. This is Taurus and Libran energy. This is divine counterpart energy. This is alignment. This is abundance. This is potential growth, possibly having a family, blending families, or just creating your own little family unit, even if that's you, this person, and a dog or something like that. But this is very much in alignment with you, Cancer. We see this person, this is beautiful. See, this almost makes me want to cry. To teach you what love is and isn't. This connection clarifies emotional truth by showing you what feels aligned and what no longer does. Yeah, Cancer, yes, okay. And we see aligned effort. This connection asks for steady, intentional participation. Alignment grows through consistent care. not intensity. Yep. So two people consistently caring about each other, taking care of each other. I love this. And Cancers, you're going to love this. And during a period of personal focus. Yeah. So this meeting occurs while you're focused on your own growth, goals, or healing. The connection aligns with what you are already building. That's when this connection comes into your life, Cancer. Wow. Okay. Let's keep going. Anything else my Cancers need to know about this connection? Anything else my Cancers need to know about this connection? All right. Love language, acts of service. So we have two people giving, two people coming together. Actions speak louder than words. Okay. Third party. You may be dealing with a karmic situation. I'm not really getting that, but it could be that some of my Cancers, you're healing from some sort of third party. You're healing from a breakup or a loss. Again, there could be people around your person, but I don't think anybody else stands a chance here, to be honest, okay? And we see forgiveness, yeah. A healing connection. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. We also see twin flame recognition. So you know this soul that mirrors your own. All right. And let's see if we get any important dates or times for my Cancers, please. Any important dates or times for my Cancers, please. All right, so we see the month of January. So some of you met this person back in January. This person could be a Capricorn or an Aquarius, or maybe just something in January when you look back in hindsight, you see helped bring you two together in the coming weeks. So it feels like it's coming up shortly, and Spirit saying it's not too late to make changes, Cancer. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light, my lovely Cancers. Take care.